Why do concert ticket prices skyrocket as demand increases? Today, you are going to learn what demand really means and how it shapes prices in our day-to-day life. Demand is the quantity of a good or service that consumers are willing and able to buy at various prices. The law of demand states that as price falls, quantity demanded increases and vice versa. Thus, we can say that there is an inverse relationship. For example, if a restaurant increases the price of a burger, some people will choose to not buy it and walk away. The demand curve. First, we start off by drawing a graph with price on the y-axis and quantity on the x-axis. Then we draw a downward sloping line. This is because we have previously discussed that there is an inverse relationship between price and quantity. So if price increases, then quantity demanded will decrease. The demand curve shows us for a given level of price. We will call this P. The corresponding level of quantity demanded, we will call this Q. If price was to decrease from P to P star, then quantity demanded will increase from Q to Q star. This is called a movement along the demand curve. Now things get a bit trickier, as we will discuss demand curve shifts. Demand curve shifts. First, start off by drawing the same graph as before, then we draw another demand curve to the right of the original curve. This is what a demand curve outward shift looks like. We say that it has shifted outward because for a given level of price, which we will call P, quantity demanded has increased from Q to Q star. But a demand curve can also shift inwards. This time we will draw a demand curve again, but this time to the left of the original one. This is called an inward shift of demand because for a given level of price like before, quantity demanded has decreased from Q to Q apostrophe. Next, we will explore reasons for the demand curve shifting. Reasons for shifts in demand are changes in consumer income, changes in consumer taste and preferences, changes in the price of related goods, changes in population and market size, changes in consumer expectations, and finally changes in government policies. These can all lead to an inward or outward shift. For example, if consumer incomes decrease, there will be an inward shift. But if consumer income increases, there will be an outward shift. There will be an outward shift. A real-world example of shifts in the demand curve is from the coronavirus pandemic. During the pandemic, many countries such as the United Kingdom went into a lockdown where many public places were closed. As a result, people were unable to go to things such as public gyms. This led to a change in consumer taste and preferences as people were now choosing to work out at home instead. Therefore, demand for at-home gym equipment increased, and demand for public gym passes decreased. Passes decreased. That is it for today's video. If this helped you, please subscribe, and don't forget to check my recommendation of books in the description of this video that will enhance your understanding of economics.